I wanted to talk about the Burning Man Festival this year because there was a crazy incident that happened. It's not really been reported by the news, but it's something that's concerning. They found an individual who was deceased who had been pretty brutally attacked by something. Now, they're trying to brush this under the rug. They aren't really talking about it much. But there have been all kinds of speculations. And apparently, there were people going around the festival asking if they had seen any kind of strange people, any sort of strange animals, because something happened to this person when they were lighting that effigy. Now, my thoughts on the Burning Man Festival is that it is some sort of occult ritual. Because why else would you burn a giant effigy if not in some sort of ritual? Now, there are many reports in this area of walkers. In fact, it is a well known area for people to have had encounters. This story comes almost 3 years ago at the Burning Man Festival. There was this man named Jonathan. Jonathan and his friends were going to the Burning Man Festival for the first time. They end up camping in the free area. And he said, the first day they had this amazing time and it was so much fun and they met so many people. But he said he came across this very strange guy. Said he didn't say much, he was very quiet, and he was kind of over in the corner by a tent. And he said he noticed he was kind of staring at him. And his eyes, just something seemed off. So later that night, they go back to their campsites. He has the tent to himself. He said he went to bed probably about 10:30. And he wakes up, it's 1 a.m. And he said he could hear something moving outside of his tent. And at the time, he just thought it was one of his friends. Well, he's so tired, he just kind of rolls over. Then he hears his tent unzip. And he then hears his friend's voice saying, "Hey, Jonathan, come outside here with me. I want to show you something out in the desert." And he's like, What are you talking about, man? It's, 1 o'clock in the morning. He goes, "No, come on, Jonathan. I got to show you something. Come out with me." And he's like, "No, man, I'm not. Show me in the morning." He's like, No, you don't understand. Come out of the tent." And he's like, "No, I'm not. Just get away." So finally, he kind of gets up. He opens his eyes. And when he looks at the foot of his tent, standing outside, he sees what looks like this terrifying half-man, half-wolf-like creature staring at him with bright yellow eyes. And he said this thing just turned and it took off into the desert. He gets up, he gets out of his tent, he runs over to his buddies and he's like, "Hey, man, just tell me, like you were at my tent. Like, just tell me you were messing with me. You guys are playing a prank on me." His friends are all asleep and they're like, "What are you talking about? Why are you waking us up? Like, what's going on with these crazy stories?" And he said, so that night he went back in his tent. He did not sleep. The next day, he said he met a man at the Burning Man Festival and he started having a conversation with him. And he said this guy told him, "Yeah, this land is known for these strange creatures we call walkers that live here." And he said from time to time, there are festival goers who have disappeared. And they say, that they just took too much of something and then they wandered off. But there's definitely something in this desert that we are all afraid of.